Hey, so I haven't really set up my camera properly. I thought that for this week, my video would be a bookshelf tour. There's obviously gotta be one of those on every booktube channel, so here goes. So I should probably start by saying that I recently redecorated my room, and this is the new bookshelf floating shelf system that I've set up. Let's get started with what's actually going on here. Starting from the top left corner, we have non-fiction books. The Daring book for girls, that was actually my birthday present one year. Some novelty books, cookbooks, history books, literature, non-fiction-y stuff, so like mythology, plays, poetry. And then here are the memoirs and biographies and autobiographies. Starting with this bunny, which was also my birthday present one year. I've got my non-fiction books, so they are all in alphabetical order. I wanted to arrange them by color, but I realized that I have way too many blues compared to everything else and it wasn't quite balanced. So yeah, you can see these titles. Just move gently so that you don't get dizzy. The thing with these floating shelves, right, is that they kind of slant over when you put weight on them, and the middle one, this one, slants particularly hard, so I needed to have these books to kind of support it so that it doesn't break my wall. Let me get a bit closer so that I can show you the titles. If any of these look particularly interesting, you can just leave a comment and I will give you more information on the book. At the bottom 4 books is my Penguin English Classic Literature series. I don't know, they just have beautiful covers and designs, and the spines have that classic orange, so I've got some Jane Austens and stuff. And then this is my Harry Potter series with the new covers, and the top 2 books are 2 of my childhood favorites. I just needed them to be there to fill the gap. And there's one random Chinese book, which is 80 Days Around the World, and it just so happens that that fits perfectly because it's so skinny, and I've got that in there as well. On the bottom of the right column, I have my Chinese hardback Harry Potter series. They are actually really beautiful with great illustrations on the front. That's Deathly Hallows. Moving up one row, I have all of my hardbook books because I don't know if you noticed, but the shelves on the right are shorter than the ones on the left, and they seem to hold the weight a bit better, so I decided to put my heavy books on the side. I get closer with the titles. I have 3 copies of Pride and Prejudice. I don't know why. I've got Rick's Journal and some of my sketchbooks, my moleskin that I'm too scared to use. On top, I have this My Adventure book, which I've yet to start using. It's really adorable. Below that is my travel box with ticket stubs and city maps and like those information booklets you get in museums. Maybe I'll show you that one day. My Harry Potter shelf. I don't need to show you the titles, you know all of them, and I've got Quidditch Through the Ages and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and there's also this wand which I made myself and we were selling them in school one year. A little owl called Minnie that Felicia got me from Bath in England, and of course a chocolate frog box. On the very top I have A Song of Ice and Fire series. I lent a Game of Thrones to someone, and I've got The Hunger Games and The Fault in Our Stars, the audiobook. And these are just some paint chip cards and bookmarks. I put them up there. On the very bottom on the ground, I have some books that I'm too scared to put onto these floating shelves. So my big, thick, complete Chronicles of Narnia, the whole collection. Greek myths, Percy Jackson's Greek gods, some art books, more art books, and picture books. So I've pretty much shown you every book that's on my shelf right now. I didn't want to go through every individual title because you'd probably get pretty bored of it. I do have a lot more books sitting on the other room on my 2 old shelves, but I either haven't figured out where to put them yet, or I just don't want them in my room taking up too much space. It's actually pretty great. Right now I have more shelf space, and I can hopefully fill that up with more books in the future. So yeah, hope you're happy.